So that brings us to the tag division. Let's start with the ICP.
Yeah, they rock. Well, what do you want?
We have a 10-man tag team match on March 3rd, which is D'Lo Brown, Sonny Siaki, Simon Diamond, Ron Killings, and Conan defeating Kid Cash, Michael Shane, Glenn Gilberti, Johnny Swinger, and David Young.
This is kind of fun.
Yeah, I love wacky 10-man tags. I just love throwing as many people as you possibly can into a match and just seeing all the little character dynamics and all the little people who don't normally interact with each other interacting with each other.
No, all these guys interact with each other this month, though.
That's true. This is the bunch of people we throw together in the one feud together.
So yeah, this was the I guess maybe this is what I thought helped these shows, was that all these guys were just regulated to each other. So that like all the stars were doing their own thing.
So all the nerds on the show were just confined to 10 minutes each.
But like then you got some people in there that like, you know, can help put it together as well, with like Cash and D'Lo and Michael Shane, Simon Diamond.
Yeah, so this match is the recurring story that every time like Swinger would be in the match, Diamond would try to get in, but Swinger would run away. Then everyone hit their move, classic 10-man tag format. Perfectly fine and acceptable. After the match, heels beat up the baby faces, and then to a frankly monster reaction, the Insane Clown Posse made the save.
Yeah, honestly, we say that like Raven and stuff are the biggest stars. Maybe ICP is actually the second biggest star. Maybe they're the biggest stars.
They get such a huge reaction whenever they show up on these shows.
They should have strapped them up.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the main event of the America's X Cup was the last ICP match in TNA history. It was the Dark Carnival match as Violent J, Shaggy, Too Dope, and Too Tough Tony faced Glenn Gilberti, Kid Cash, and David Young.
I can't believe you're skipping Wicked Clown style.
Oh, was that the promo they did to set up the Dark Carnival match? Which once again they shouted at Mike TNA, which I do very much approve.
I love their hatred for Hudson. They're like, where is Mike
To be
TNA?
fair, it's not a hatred of Hudson, rather just a glowing love of Mike TNA, and anybody who is not Mike TNA is inferior.
They were goofing him. They were goofing him this one.
Yeah, so they're going to face them in a Dark Carnival match, as you said, Wicked Clown style.
Yeah. King of Wicked Clown style.
That is the best style of wrestling.
That's our next shirt.
The Darren shirt and the King of Wicked Clown style shirt.
It's in the Shinsuke-like shirt font.
Yeah. So yeah, main event of the America's X Cup show was that Dark Carnival match. You might be asking, Garrett, what's a Dark Carnival match? Good question.
Garrett, what is a Dark Carnival match?
Good question. They put a bunch of poles up and connected the poles with chains, and then hung a bunch of fluorescent weapons and signs off of those chains and put them all around ringside. And also, at random intervals throughout the match, the lights will hit, there will be a light show, and some ICP music will play.
So the only negative I have to say about this match is that the music and light should have been playing the entire time.
No.
Yes, that's 100% how they should have done that. I love the fluorescent weapons. I love the aesthetic of this. This is great stuff, good stuff. Yeah, but the music and the lights need to be playing the whole time.
I think that would have caused my brain to melt.
Good.
It's true. Too Tough Tony hit a real rad twisting plancha in this match, by the way.
Too Tough Tony's a real wrestler.
There's also Kid Cash just completely missed a dropkick. Completely missed.
Hell yeah.
Entirely missed.
This match was kind of messy, but I kind of love it because it's a Dark Carnival match.
This is the actually bad ICP match. I liked the first two. I thought the first two were a lot of fun.
Boo.
This match was just kind of a mess with a bad stipulation.
The Juggalos are going to come for you.
You're a big fan of the Dark Carnival. That's the ICP lore, isn't it?
Yes, that's like their whole thing. Yeah. It's like an album of theirs.
I was looking into it. I think it's like the lore album, or like the deep lore of the ICP goes back to the Dark Carnival.
Yeah.
Also, if you're a big WCW fan, that was the name of the ICP stable in WCW. They were called the Dark Carnival rather than the ICP.
That rules. Who was in the Dark Carnival stable?
It was like Vampiro. There was Great Muta.
You're describing the greatest stable I've ever heard. I want Too Tough Tony to come and team with Muta and Noah.
So yeah, the Dark Carnival were the ICP, Violent J, Shaggy, Too Dope, Vampiro, the Great Muta, and the Demon.
That's a perfect stable.
So there you go.
That's literally a perfect stable.
I think it started as a Raven group that kind of morphed when Raven left. Apparently it was called The Deadpool at one stage because he likes comics. Did you know that?
I'm aware.
So yeah, that's the end of the ICP. The Insane Clown Posse announced on its website that they would no longer be appearing at TNA events. Sources say ICP is upset because they announced a Juggalo after party for the March 17th show, only to find out they were not scheduled to appear. The story going around the locker room is that management offered to let the duo work an explosion match so that the party could go as planned, but the duo said that they had no interest in appearing on the syndicated show and that they're stars. If they're going to show up and do nothing, they're not going to show up at all. So they then announced they're done, but then backtracked on that on March 23rd. The ICP posted on its website they're on good terms for TNA. They wish they could hang out there to see Mike Tenay. They was like, no, we can't see Mike Tenay anymore, but that their touring schedule wouldn't allow them appearing for a while, and they may get revenge on the person who interfered to cost them the Start Carnival match, Liam, the returning alpha male Monty Brown.